Welcome back to another episode of Open Book with CC Season 2. And this week, I got my girl Candace in the building. Hey. Thank you so much for blessing me with your presence, coming through. Girl. So tell the people about yourself, what you do.
Oh, man. Blessed to be here. Always appreciate opportunity to be able to share my gift, be able to share my story, you know, whatever it is people need to hear to be able to be encouraged, you know. So I'm Candace Wakefield from Inglewood, California, born and raised, West Side, you know what I'm saying. Just been singing and grinding my whole life, man. I come from a family of singers, from my grandmother, late great Margaret Jenkins, to my mother, my father, my sisters sing, my brothers sing, like we all sing. We're the Wakefield. We were the Wakefield family, you know.
What?
So.
Little Jackson 5 popping.
Yeah, basically grew up in church, you know. Yeah. That's where it all started.
That's usually how it starts too. Always
for
in the
a lot
church.
Of us. A lot of musicians, singers, everybody. We all started somewhere, or learn gospel, or we're listening to gospel music, something. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely had a lot of influence on me. You know, church, and then my grandmother being an amazing songwriter as well, who traveled the world with like Mahalia Jackson and doing different things like that, writing for her and different gospel artists. Like, she was amazing. You know? So she's always been my inspiration. Like till this day, and she passed maybe 12 years ago now, and like still to this day I listen to her albums. Like, she has records on records on records, and I also implemented her songs in my last album, 1993 Come On. You know? So it's a beautiful thing to have a family of singers, so it has just inspired me to do the same.
Nice. So you not only sing though, you teach, and you also have the mask popping off. And Yes, show it off, okay? And she got this one. I'm gonna get it. Don't get me wrong, but they share the Rugrats, the Kobe, all the Nipsey, all the stuff.
SuperstarC.com.
Yes, we're gonna put that link down in the bio there as well.
So yeah, this one is my logo.
Okay, yes, I seen that. You do that handmade, huh?
I do.
Everyone is different. I'm saying your hats and everything. I thought you bought them like that, but I didn't notice that you do hand paint that.
I hand paint the hats. Yes, absolutely.
It look good.
You know, as an artist, you want to stand out. You know, you don't want to necessarily look like other people. You know, there's malls, there's all these different shops in the world, but there's so slim pickings. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be strategic where I get my stuff and how I do things. I try to be creative to make it your own.
Your style's definitely different. I love it.
Thank you so much.
I do. Like, you have no idea how much I love your style, and I tell people all the time.
Thank you.
No problem. So your family brought on your love for music, but what brought you to go out and do it on your own? Because most people know they come from a family and they don't. They're still
Yeah, well, I was a bit leery and nervous. You know, I knew I had the gift to sing. You know, people always told me that when I sang at church, of course, my first solo, that I touched them, and they felt the presence, or they felt better, or all these different things. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I know that I want to do this, because since a little girl, I was writing songs. Like, literally from 4 years old, writing songs. My mom has a file cabinet full of songs that I've written since a little girl. So I knew that it was destined, you know, and it wasn't like somebody told me I had to do it. It's just something that stuck with me. I kept writing, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess this is what I want to do. You know? So I became a gospel artist.
Nice.
I started in gospel first because I was in church, you know. So I was out singing, doing a lot in the church. Literally, like, I did so much in the church, traveling to different churches, performing as Candace Wakefield and the Chosen Few. I had background singing, I had full band. I had a whole other life. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it started. And then my musicians played for major artists. So that's how I ended up tapping into the industry, because my music director, Marcus, asked me, he was like, yo, would you be interested in doing background work? I'm like, heck yeah. Like, for who? He's like, Omarion. And I'm like, okay, really? So he literally put me in the industry. My first gigs, my first 4 years of industry was with Omarion, Marcus Houston, and Mila J. Those are the three artists I first started singing. Shout out to him. So shout out to Marcus Hodge. I love you, man. I appreciate you. So that's how I started, and then it just kept excelling from there.
Your resume is pretty long. I Google her, and literally underneath it says Candace Wakefield, there's your age, your birthday, but it has the list of the people that you've worked with. If you've ever Googled yourself.
That's awesome.
Resume is amazing.
Thank you so much.
No problem. So when did you discover that you could teach? Because not everybody can teach like that.
What's so crazy is I'm still leery of it because I'm always nervous with everything I do when it comes to my gift. Like we're our biggest critics, you know. So, but learning. Okay. I've learned a lot on the road because I was able to travel with different artists and learn different techniques, breathing from different vocal coaches that I've worked with on the road or whatever. So I just took those things that I've learned and implemented them in helping other people because it helped me. You know, then you create your own things that you know work for you because breathing is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? So once you learn that, you're able to teach that. You know, so just getting strong and learning myself and being able to teach what I've learned. So I think that's what it's about. The best teacher is the one who listened and really learned. You know what I'm saying? You have to know in order to teach. So I just teach what I know. I don't know everything. Right, but, right. Know, I know certain things that work for me, you know, that will work for everybody else as far as singing and breathing and control and all that. So, yeah, I have the passion to teach, you know, for sure. It's a fun thing to help somebody enhance their gift. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
You ever get real frustrated?
Are you
frustrate
kidding?
The fuck out of you, like, bro, you're not fucking listening. Do it again.
I get frustrated in the studio all the time working with artists. You know what I'm saying? But it's the love for it because you want them to get it right. You know what I'm saying? So like as a teacher, you do it and you beat them up in love. You know what I'm saying? So that they're encouraged to be like, okay, I got this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get frustrated a lot. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be. I'm learning patience. I'm not patient. I'm so not patient. But in work. You know, I get things. I'm very efficient. You know what I'm saying? So I may not show that I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very efficient, so you'll know that okay, she ain't playing. Right. We about to get. I'm gonna get it together.
Okay,
you
look.
Know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right. So you're very humble, very very inspiring. So how do you keep yourself level-headed with all this mess going on in Hollywood?
That. I don't need to add to it. Oh. You understand?
Okay. Period.
You know what I'm saying? It's pointless. You know, it's easy to be easy breezy, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard to really like focus on the negative. So for me, I'm just kind of like, it's already so much going on. I need to be a positive light in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I try to do. I have my dark days and I have my depressing times, but it's like naturally, I can't help but to be what God brought me here to be, and that's a light. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter what's happening, I try to shine through every single thing that's going on. I'm not perfect, not at all. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The industry is fake enough. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to add to that. I don't feel the feeling to add to that. And I've been through foolishness in this industry to know that your character will get you further than your gift ever will. So for me, I need to remain a beautiful, humble character. You know, a spirit. You know? At the end of the day, it's not about me. So.
Tell us one of your crazy experiences, either teaching or performing, or tell us a little
teaching
something.
Or performing?
Yeah, either one.
Maybe working with artists that are of high caliber and they have a hard time in the studio. Like I thought, like certain artists, I can't name names, but
of course,
like working with certain artists, you would think like, oh, because they're bomb. You know what I'm saying? But then I got in the studio with them, and they were struggling, and I was like, wow, this is not what I thought. You know what I'm saying? But you can't judge that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the studio, I always tell artists, well, this is where you can mess up. Yeah. When you on stage, we right in that thing. But in the studio, you can mess up. So it made me realize that everybody don't have that perfect singing voice. You know, everybody don't got it all the way like that. You know, everybody is still learning and growing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I've had crazy experiences where I get in there and it's like,
right.
hold on now.
That's not how you sounded. No.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, perfect. Who's your all-time favorite person to work with?
Honestly, it was Babyface.
Okay.
I had a blast working with Babyface. He's so humble. Like
I was gonna say, he seems so just a vibe.
He's so humble, and the way I met him, I was riding with Riddick Tynes, Chris, my boys, and they are signed to Babyface. And at the time, they kept saying, "Face loves you, Face loves you," because I had written a song for Fifth Harmony. That was a while ago, and they was like, "Face loves you, Face loves you," and I'm slow. I was like, who's Face? But I never asked. And I never think when I go to that studio of Babyface. I never, because he's never there. Yeah. You know, I'm just working with his producers or whatever. So one day at like 10 o'clock at night, they text me like, hey, can you come to the studio? Face wants to see you. And I'm like, Face? Literally oblivious. So I go to the studio. Once I got in, I opened the door, and he's standing right there. And he's like, you're my favorite. That's the first thing he said to me. And I was like,
man.
I said, what? Wait. I said, your face? And he literally cracked up. I said, I'm so slow, y'all. I didn't know who the heck they was talking about. I thought it was a typo. I don't call him face. You know what I'm saying? But Babyface does. And it's his studio, so he was so humble. And from that point on, we sat there, we wrote together. Okay. I had written a song for Fifth Harmony, which was the group he was working with. He just wanted to make some edits as far as whatever it is, like certain words, basically, like curse words, like sexual. He wanted to make it more young. So we sat there, and I was just in awe, like, and he's playing his guitar, and he's just like, so let's switch this word. What do you think we should say right here? And I would just go back and forth with him, and that's how we worked, And he would call me all the time in to do movie background vocals, write with him for movies, different things like that. He's always been so humble. Sorry, I love Babyface. I'm a fan, such a sweetheart. He's so sweet, and that's
so dope.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into this single that's been rocking my playlist. And I have been putting people on. Look, go ahead and sing, girl. Tell me something. Look. So Can't Be Without You. So this sounds like somebody inspired this record. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how the song came about?
I mean,
Look, tell me a little something.
I had come from a past relationship that was, up and down, and I went through a heartbreak, So it came from finding my peace and my happiness again. Okay. I started dating after a while, and I found the sweetest love. I never thought that I would be in that. I wanted to be on some player shit, honestly. Yeah, I was over love.
Let's go out.
I'm saying? I've been in love so many times. So for me, it was just like, fuck this shit. Can I get
No, you good.
Fuck this shit. I just want to go have fun, do whatever, live my life, blah, 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 blah. And it's be those times when you find somebody, unexpectedly. So she came into my life unexpectedly, and it's been like a beautiful, situation ever since. So I'm happy. I'm at, it's joyous when you find love. You know what I'm saying? Love can hurt a lot of times, but when it feels good, it feels so good.
Yeah, it's great.
So it just brought me happiness again. So it brought me to a different place. So that's what inspired the song. And when you feel that, you don't want to leave it. You don't want to be without it. So.
Shout out to her. Okay. Is it her? It's her. Wait, what? Hey, look, I didn't put the two and two together, though. What?
Yeah.
Okay, sis.
But, yeah, she's amazing, and honestly, like, truly, a true blessing to my life, A lot of people don't realize that you need people to grow.
Yeah.
You really do need people. We're here for each other.
Yeah.
We're here
for
ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We are really here to affect other people's lives. And she's affected my life in such a positive way that I'm very grateful.
Nice. Okay.
Absolutely.
So what can we look forward to on this album?
Mixed Emotions.
Okay.
Because that's the name of the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you know? But now I know.
When my 1993 premiere wasn't about love or anything like that, but it definitely was about love and my passion for music. You know what I'm saying? And the ups and downs of the struggle of life and wanting to make it, and just being in the hood, all of that stuff, to encourage other people. Now this side, I'm expressing more of the emotional side of me, getting deep, personal, very personal.
Open book.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So just being more open with that, with the heartbreak, and then also intertwining it with the love.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With the ups and downs of the heartbreak, but then also finding new love. So that's why it's mixed emotions. You know what I'm saying? It may be, oh, fuck you heard me over here, and I'm so in love over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it takes you on a world of emotions that we all go through.
Okay, nice. I'm excited. I can't wait. Do you have a favorite song from the album that you want to make sure we listen to?
Well, honestly, right now, I was supposed to drop another song, but Can't Be Without You, I could not stop singing it.
Okay.
It's the most catchiest
it is.
I feel that I've ever written. And I'm just like, wow, God, okay, I got to drop this song. So this is the one. Please. It's out right now.
Check it out, yes.
Check it out.
iTunes, YouTube, all that.
iTunes, YouTube.
Yes, it's
Spotify,
everywhere.
Tidal is everywhere, you guys. So please show love, spend, buy it. It's nice.
Support black businesses, okay? Support your local artists. You ain't local.
Can't be without you.
You're not local. Support your artist, okay? So where are we at? Okay, so you're part of the LGBTQ plus community. Do you feel that this has hindered you at all because of your preference in women instead of men?
I don't think it has. Well, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Look.
Because I've been judged and not accepted for certain gigs because of my.
Oh shoot.
Because of my visual, so people automatically judge. You know that I can't switch it up if I needed to. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Which I've done many times, but I've never wanted to compromise who I am to make somebody else happy as far as me.
Yeah, you're right.
My spirit, my soul, my individuality for a gig. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck that. If I ain't meant to be there, I'm not meant to be there.
Exactly.
About it. Whatever. It is what it is. It shows your character. You know? So for me, I feel like all this time that I've been in the industry, I had to be comfortable with who I was. So once I stepped into my comfortability, people started to accept me. You know what I'm saying? More. People accepted me then, but they were like, I was going back. Right. I literally was like, I was so worried about what people thought.
Yeah.
So I could give two shits now.
Okay, period.
So I'm so comfortable in my skin that you have no choice but to respect.
There you go.
You know what
okay.
I'm saying? So I get the calls that I'm supposed to get.
Exactly. Okay. Do you feel hip hop and R&B is finally coming into acceptance of the LGBTQ plus?
Yeah. I do. And everybody's gonna have their say so.
Yeah.
Some people ain't gonna like it, some people are, but I feel like the industry is a lot of that already.
Oh yeah. Whether we know it or not.
Whether we know it or not, the LGBTQ plus community is they're over a lot of stuff.
Oh
you know
yeah.
What I'm saying? So that's why when things happen like the Ellen thing or different things like that, not Ellen, but when it comes to like criticizing the community, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people in the head. You know what I'm saying, of it. So I feel like we're good over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're either way we're gonna push ourselves. We're gonna get in there because we're already in there, and you're gonna have to accept us. You got 6ix9ine wearing colorful.
Man, that front lace though.
Yeah,
look.
That's something you would naturally see on a woman.
Right,
and
right.
Look how many views he gets. Look how much attention he gets. So it's already accepted. You know, I guess you just gotta be creative in how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I say the same thing for like Prince.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh, he's a metro, but so are the men of this day and age too. So, all right. Aside from Lil Nas X, do you think the world is ready for a gay male rapper, like out there?
We don't have that?
I don't think so. I'm saying, well, like Lil Nas X, is he rapping or singing? Because I thought
Young Thug was a little thing. Like, you know, I thought he was.
I thought he was a metro because he got baby mamas and stuff. I didn't think nothing of it. True. You know, I just thought, okay, well, he doing the Dennis Rodman thing, whatever.
Right. But he did mention in the song that he was real specific.
I don't listen to Young Thug.
An encounter, and it wasn't with a woman. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We got.
Oh.
You know, but I don't know.
Tell me something new. I didn't know that.
Maybe it would. If they fire and undeniable.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I think I'm ready because I want to hear this.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
The content will probably shock everybody, but who cares?
Exactly. We're going to accept it.
Those who fuck with it and those who don't want.
Exactly. What advice would you give somebody trying to break into this business?
Be consistent, your character, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? I get tired sometimes. I don't want to go to session sometimes. I be tired of doing the same things over and over again. But it's those things that get you to your destination. You know what I'm saying?
True.
The more you keep pushing and going and getting your name out there, your network is your network. So you meet people, and those people, if they love your character and what you're doing, you see that you have the drive, they'll introduce you to other people.
Yeah,
true. Boom. So it's like, okay, all these doors are going to start to open, and it may be a slow process, but it is one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something I have to tell myself every day, and then that's something I would also tell people: keep going, keep pushing, don't stop. You know, keep creating content. You know what I'm saying? Your network, go out. Right now, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But before, I would tell people go out, network, talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, put content out, whatever it is, to show people that you got something going on. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a slow process, just know that it is a process that's going to eventually go as fast as you keep moving. But if you slow down, you're slowing yourself down. You're slowing the process down.
True.
Get discouraged, get all of that.
Right.
Keep going.
Exactly. Push through it. Man, look, you speaking to me right now, okay? All right, so I got a quick question. Why is it that guys don't mind being a rebound, but girls seem to take it so hard?
Because guys like to fuck around. Girls do too. You know, some girls don't mind that either.
Look, we out here, okay?
But I mean, guys are just more loose, I guess, and they're not as emotionally attached as women are. You know, that's honestly how I feel. You know, so that's why.
Yeah. Well, I bring that up because I had a conversation with the homegirl, and she was like, "Just I don't want to be a rebound. I don't want to be a rebound." But then I'm thinking, like,
everybody
does it matter? Yeah, aren't we all? Because men, whether they want to say it or not, y'all are emotional creatures just like us, and they want to go out and slang their thing to get over their heartbreak. So why can't we do the same?
Yeah, women do the same. That's crazy. Shoot. To each his own.
Exactly. Who cares? Who cares what everybody thinks?
I feel like we all rebounds, you know what I'm saying? Only because if you're not with this person anymore, you broke up with this person, right? So boom, here's next. Boom, here's next. Boom. So it's like everybody is kind of not on purpose using the next person to get over somebody, but when you jump into a relationship with somebody else and you were still dealing with this or trying to get over it, it does kind of help.
Yeah.
It does.
It does.
And then eventually you're like, well,
there you go. Right, we're here now. So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and get a little personal. You let us in a little bit, but I want to get a little deeper. So you're not single, of course. So how long you been dating?
A year now.
What can I say her name?
Over a year.
Can we say her name?
Can we say her name?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
How long? What's
Chastity?
Chastity. How long you been dating Chastity?
I've been dating Chastity. I met her last year. What, April? Oh my God. Not last year. Was it last year before last? I don't know, babe. What year was it?
Last year. Look, she ain't trying to.
It was last year.
Look. All right, get your dates together. Get them.
I don't know, when you get to know a person and you're with them all the time, it's like you feel like you've known them forever. So yeah, she's just amazing. I met her through another friend of mine, and you know, we just connected.
Okay.
And then it's like we talked all night, and it was undeniable that we had a connection.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So tell me, what was the pickup line? Who went to who first? How'd this happen? Like, I want to know.
I flirt with her all the time. I don't know what pickup lines I'll be saying, but she would always come with something slick right back.
Okay,
like,
look.
Okay, well, shit.
Right. Show me something.
Show me something. I love that, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just attracted me to her more and more. She's so supportive. Like, oh my gosh, she would come to everything I invited her to. You know, she would come to all of my shows. Anything that I had that I was singing, she was right there.
Okay.
Filming, doing,
you
know, look,
right, like she does now. Yeah.
Like she's an artist manager. You know so it's such a blessing also for her to come into my life for this purpose, and then we also get to connect on the personal level as well. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. Absolutely, it's something that I've been praying for, something that I needed. And I told her that she would answer prayer. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. You know?
Okay, so how about the whole like not mixing business with pleasure thing now? Huh?
It gets hard.
Yeah,
you know, it does, but we just have to work at it. Okay. You know, we have to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it gets hard, but you know, we really have to make sure we communicate effectively so that this can work. Okay. You know, and we have our ups and downs.
Right, of course.
Cool. See,
she got you. You got it. There we go.
I know 100,000% that she has my back.
Nice.
So I cannot deny that. No matter what we deal with in the relationship, I know business-wise and relationship-wise. Period. She has my back.
Okay.
So she'll never fuck me over.
Yeah.
You know, like that. So
okay.
That helps me to like come down off of an attitude high at times or whatever, because it's like this bitch is bad.
Right.
You know, no offense, but like she's bomb. Like at what
she's
she does.
Beautiful.
Beautiful spirit. So
yeah. So before or however you want to put this question in there, what were your requirements for a relationship? Getting out of a bad one, going into a new one. Right. What was it? You're like, I'm not dealing with this.
Peace.
Okay.
I just wanted peace. I wanted to feel the energy that I give out. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to feel like I can talk to my mate and she can give me encouraging. If I needed support, I needed a supporter. And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about like mentally, spiritually, you know, all of that. You know? So and that's what she is for me. You know, she's been a piece for me since I met her. And so it's just like I can have anxiety, I can have whatever. She'll know. She can hug me, and I just like it's like that's how it started. Like she would just like. She would take my anxiety on herself. And I could tell that a lot of times when she would hug me, I would let her go. So I'm like, I don't want you to take this. And I would silently let her go and be like, I don't want you to take this. You could feel a transfer.
I was going to say, that's spiritual love, man.
She knew what to do. So it's just like, it's natural for her, you know.
Okay.
So she's just a sweetheart.
Okay. So how do y'all keep it spicy in the bedroom? How y'all do that, you know? You know, there's always the little stereotypes. Oh, the scissors and the straps. What do y'all do, though, you know?
No.
Let us in the door real quick. Look at
it's crazy. That's crazy.
We ain't gotta talk about legs. It's okay.
I'm such a lover.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm ready, if I want it, I'm just gonna dive in that thing.
Okay, there you go.
So I'm very intimate, so that's all I'll say.
All right, but we'll keep it there.
I want to feel everything. I don't feel like I need all that extra shit. It's fun at times, you know, but I want to make sure that we're connecting.
You're more of a giver then.
No, both.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about as far as connecting without the extra
thing going on. Okay.
You want me, I want you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period.
Okay.
You know, so it's like very intimate.
All right. So I have a question for you. So would you rather add a third party into the mix or fuck a guy? Look.
I'm selfish. Maybe I'll add a third party.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll add a third party for sure.
All right, so I'm starting this new segment in my season 2 with everybody. It's called A Shot for Cece. And while we take a shot, you also get to ask me a question. So everybody, I also have my people in the background who are going to be taking a shot. They don't want to be on camera, but they're going to take a shot with us. That's why, you can't see it, but there's 4 glasses. You know what I'm saying? There's 4 glasses here. We got the 1800, sponsor me soon. I heard, I've never had it.
That had me lit.
Look, and I'm a drinker too, and I've never had it, but we're going to try this out today on camera for the first time. So, you better sing, girl.
100%.
Is that what it says? Okay,
wait, what that mean?
Agave.
But how much alcohol is in here? Oh, 40.
Ooh, okay, that's a lot. We about to be lit for show.
Lit.
Look, I like everybody to have the same measurements. Cause we all gonna get fucked up together. Don't drink and drive, y'all. Okay. We safe around here. Yeah. All right, so real quick, take a shot. One for the lady. Here you go, T. Okay. All right. So this is for my second season because I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my guests, everybody that's been supporting. So this is why I do this every show, because just kind of like a gratitude thing, just being happy. So shout out to everybody. Are y'all watching? All y'all in the background? 1, 2. There we go. All right. Smooth. And this is for you too as well. I give my bottles to my guests. So later on, y'all have fun with that. I'm a Jack Honey person. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
I like Jack Honey.
Jack Honey is lit. Yeah, exactly. Especially cold. I made a drink called a Beach Bum. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. So, you got anything for me, ma'am? Any questions?
Well, sure. Why not?
All right.
So what made you start this platform? What was the passion behind it?
Okay, so look, I love this question because my brother inspired me to want to do stuff like this. So, long time ago, actually, let me back up. MTV VJs was a thing way back in the day. I met Lala in person at one of the Alabama Auburn parades. And I told her, I said, I want to be just like you. I want to do the introducing the artists, be on TRL. I want to do what you're doing. And she just told me, keep going, keep dreaming, keep doing what you got to do. And I said, okay, cool. At this time, I'm like 10. So I was just like, okay, got the signature and went on. A few years later, my brother was telling me about how podcasts were coming up. They were popular or whatever in high school. I was a part of a TV show at school. It was called Odyssey. And that's when I kind of started learning like floor production and the mixing board and things like that. So when my brother was telling me about the podcast and stuff, he was just like, you know, you should listen to them. So I started listening to The Read. I started listening to more Charlamagne, Breakfast Club, all that stuff. People kept telling me, you got a voice for radio, you got a voice for radio. I didn't think nothing of it until one day when vlogging became a big deal. I decided, okay, I'm going to try a vlogging thing on YouTube when it first started to come out. I didn't like talking to the camera by myself because I felt like it was boring as fuck. Like, I wasn't as exciting as, you know, we ain't thinking of the content that we're doing today. So I'm just trying to talk to a camera. I'm getting bored of my damn self. So I was like, I'm good. Tried to do something with my family. Didn't work out. Wasn't consistent. Then I was over it. So recently, about 3 years ago, shout out to my boys at Mass Studio. My boy Uno was actually the one that told me about the studio, and he said, you should do it. And they just encouraged me to keep going. And there was a lot of ups and downs. Wasn't sure what the fuck I was supposed to be doing. I'm trying to get in quick, and like you said, it's step by step. You cannot rush the process. But that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to rush it. I was trying to meet people, trying to be where they're at, looking at everybody on Instagram. And the passion just came more so from my kids too, because my son wants to do now online thing. My daughter wants to do more of an online thing. So they was like, well, you know, can we see your show? When you gonna do your next show? They came to the studio with me before. They love what I do. I did bring me down from a sex podcast to this. I don't really say bring it down because I like doing interviews with artists. I like more so having this conversation than trying to get all up in your coochie and stuff like that. I'm not into that no more. So my kids are really the ones that was just like, you know, you have a show today? Are you doing something today? And it's like, we ask questions like that, and I'm like, nah. They're like, well, why not? And I'm like, you're right. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from. My kids. And my brother. Shout out to my brother, James. Yes.
So who was your very first interview? Once you started it, who was your very first interview?
From the very beginning. Okay, so let me back up. My show before was an hour-long podcast called Pink Lips. It was something else, but we ended up calling it Pink Lips. And from that show, honestly, I can't even remember. But from this show was actually my boy Tieran. He's the one that actually was my very first guest. He's actually been a big inspiration too. He's in the industry as well. He knows a lot of the ins and outs. How you talk to people, how you come at people. He's came at me too as far as like, you know, you don't talk to them like this. You don't act like this. You make sure that you're professional with it. He's actually, I keep him in mind a lot when it comes to dealing with people of different status. And so I try to make sure that at all times I stay professional. Like you said, you together today, you know? So I try to make sure that I'm listening to him. I'm listening to people who have been in the industry before me. Tieran's a big deal to me, a huge deal to me. So he was the first one. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Did you do any red carpet events and stuff like that?
I did one. It was at the little BET event. I used to have a PR, no longer with her, but she had me do one. It wasn't like you would see on TV.
Right. Are you interested in that?
I am actually. Yeah, I do. That's something I wanted to do too. With Lala, when I was talking to her, that was what I seen doing interviews on the red carpet dressed up. You talking to Aaliyah, you talking to Beyonce, talking to Will Smith. Like that was things I wanted to do, and I used to do that actually at school. We had a Odyssey, like I said, and we had to go around and ask questions about football games and stuff. So I'd have the mic and all that stuff, and I was practice. Like, yes, practice, and I loved it. Like being able to talk to people. People love being on camera. So yeah.
That's dope. So you're a people person.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, if you can talk to me, I can talk to you. You know, so it's great.
I love it. Look, so you're in your second season.
So
what are you looking forward to? What's going to be different in the second season?
Woo, girl! Look, I'm still trying to figure that out, low key. We on episode 4, so yes, I'm trying to see what works. I'm still trying to figure my kinks out. Like take a shot for CC. That's one thing, because everybody else comes in like, you got some drink, and I'm like, maybe I should start. You know, so little by little. Yeah, exactly. You know, get lit. We might try to do this in the beginning of the show, maybe. I'm not sure, or maybe throughout the show. You know, somebody was like, just do it throughout the show, and I think it's just more special doing it this way. But
pay attention to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they need a shot.
Right? Yeah, exactly. that too. So maybe one time for the one time.
Well, that's
yeah. So
this is really cool.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming and being on this couch, coming down here. Thank you so much. Seven Projects Records. Is that?
Project 7.
Big 7, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I was like, is it 7 Projects record? Like, okay. Thank you, Tieran, for letting me use your studio, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chastity for recording this whole thing and being here. And again, thank you. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next week on Open Book.